What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about A-Force, this new team coming, what to expect with them, at least what I think we will expect with them, kind of gush over the reworks a little bit, and talk about how I'm legitimately excited for this team, discuss the breakdown of the rework stats for both Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones, show what they're going to be capable of, and just kind of talk about the team in general. So if you guys do enjoy this video today, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so we have both reworks to Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones, and this she was my first 7 red natural pull. I think I just pulled her out of a regular red star orb one day, and by the time I started playing, Defenders was getting pushed off, and then I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll get a rework to them. Maybe she'll go for Heroes for Hire if we ever get that in the future. We got Shadowland that split off Daredevil, and then we got Heroes for Hire, which used Luke Cage and Iron Fist. So Jessica Jones has been pretty much homeless for a long time for me. So this leaves me very excited to see what we get with her. 7 red on her, that's not bad at all. Hopefully this rework delivers. And then of course Captain Marvel is also getting a rework. Captain Marvel's used to be a fearsome character to run into. Her ultimate hits really hard. She had a lot of damage. Her passive did a lot of damage too, but over time she's been power crept, and that has kind of all gone down, or it's kind of pushed her out over time. And so now we're going to finally see this rework for Captain Marvel and Jessica Jones, plus this new team of A-Force. And we don't quite need the calculator yet. We'll get to those stats here in a little bit. But yeah, this new team looks great. I'm legitimately excited for it. It's been a while since we've had like a really good war offense team, dedicated war offense team. Like, I know we just got Dark Hunters, but that's really kind of key just for Heroes for Hire. It's not a widespread war offense team. We got Weapon X back in December. So that was like the first time, that was the last time we really got a good war offense team. We're getting another good war offense team now. We've seen some new war defense teams with Young Avengers. We're getting Madeline Pryor in this rework to Marauders, which is making Marauders a whole lot more powerful on war defense. So we're due for a war offense team, and A-Force looks like it's going to deliver. We have Spider-Woman, which oddly enough does not have a Spider-Verse tag here, which sucks. It's really weird that she doesn't have a Spider-Verse tag. I'm sure they're trying to say that's some kind of balancing issue. They don't want her replacing certain Spider-Verse characters on their teams, but I mean, you got to put that Spider-Verse tag on her. Her basic is a lot like Symbiote Spider-Man, applying defense down for 2 turns and chaining. Can't be counterattacked or blocked. This is pretty much Symbiote Spider-Man's basic right here, except his can apply defense down for 2 turns on adjacent targets as well. But yeah, I mean, this looks like a pretty good basic here. The defense down, it's great. Not able to be countered or blocked. That's always nice to have, especially in war. There's a lot of blocking and countering enemies out there these days. Her special, Gliding Assault, can apply ability block, heal block for 2 turns, and offense down for 2 turns, and then change the 4 adjacent targets, applying heal block for 2 turns and offense down for 2 turns. 100% bonus focus for this, unavoidable, cannot be blocked, and then 50% bonus damage per A-Force ally, and then cannot be countered on war offense. So this is going to get 150% boost in damage. So they did say here that she's going to have very high damage and speed. Captain Marvel also has high speed. Jessica Jones' passive is also going to make them a little bit faster for that beginning turn. This, so far, this looks really good. Ultimate Venom Blast. Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, hang on a second. All right, so energy cost 4-4 or 4-6. Attacks primary target for 360% damage, plus 50% additional damage per negative effect on the primary target. Flips 2 positives to negative effects on the primary and extends the duration of all negative effects by 1. This cannot be dodged, and on war offense, this cannot be blocked. So it's really interesting. We're taking like symbiote abilities and just throwing them into Spider-Woman. Like this, 50% additional damage per negative effect. That's Venom's special. And then flipping and prolonging, like that's like Symbiote Spider-Man's special, plus flipping with the basic from Venom's basic, or from Venom's basic as well. I can't speak, but Yeah, it's really interesting. It's like I'm seeing a lot of like mechanics from the symbiote team kit in this kit for Spider-Woman, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. Her passive, Pheromone Fighter, on spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all A-Force allies. On turn, heal for 20% of this character's max health. 25% bonus focus per A-Force ally. 10% max health for her and A-Force allies. And then on War Offense, apply offense down for 2 turns to all enemies if she has 3 or more A-Force allies. 10,000% bonus resistance against offense down for herself and A-Force allies. And if this character has 3 or more A-Force allies and above 30% health, lower accuracy by 25% for all enemies with offense down. So looking at this kit, the one thing that really stands out to me is that this kit has really been built to help this team counter Young Avengers. A well-built Young Avengers team is very annoying on War Defense. This bonus offense or bonus resistance against offense down shuts down the ultimate from Squirrel Girl, lowering accuracy by 25% for all enemies with offense down. That's kind of to help Echo and Hawkeye a little bit, kind of help counter them a little bit. And then, this offense down, that's not bad. You'll get that cleanse with Squirrel Girl, but, it helps kind of cut down on the damage you're going to get at the start of a fight with your Young Avengers. So, really, this kit really seems like it's here to just kind of screw up your Young Avengers. Also, as well, this ability block, heal block, and offense down for 2 turns. Like, you're going to put that on Squirrel Girl on that first turn. She's not going to be able to cleanse for a while. This allows you to go ham on, like, Ms. Marvel or Hawkeye, or not Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. But yeah, this really streams like it's built to help counter your Young Avengers. Now, I come over here to Nico, and, she's got a very interesting kit here, where part of her lore is that she can't, like, the second time she uses the spell, it's a lot different. And that goes into her lore where she's got this ability with the Staff of One where she's able to use spells, but she can only cast a spell once. So they worked that into the kit here, and I really, really like this. Attacks the primary target for 270% damage on her basic. Clears all heal block and stun from the ally with the highest damage. Call that ally to attack the primary target, and after every use of this ability, after the first time, randomly choose one of the following effects. Bleed, apply bleed to the primary target, gains defense up, or heal the most injured ally or self by 15% of this character's max health. So they're working like this. It's kind of weird. Like, it's after you use the ability the first time, it's like the ability gets a little bit better, which is interesting. Then her special is Occult Bloodletting. 5/5 energy cost, attacks the primary and adjacent targets with 250% damage and applies 2 bleed, gains 2 regens, and after every use of this ability after the first time, choose one of the random following effects. Disrupted to the primary target, gains death proof, or apply 2 counter to adjacent allies. On War Offense, this cannot be blocked. Okay, yeah, pretty cool. Ultimate is Grim Tidings, 8/8 energy cost, attacks all enemies for 450% damage, and flips all positive effects into negative effects, deflect, speed up, and defense up. This is, this seems, again, something for Young Avengers. They get defense up, they get speed up. Now you're flipping that into bleeds, speed down, and defense down. On War Offense, if this character has 3 or more A-Force allies, applies trauma for 2 turns and disrupted for 2 turns to the primary target, the enemy with the highest health, and the enemy with the highest damage. This also, I think this is more for Marauders, and we'll talk about Marauders here a little bit, because this is kind of funny, is how this team is going to be able to beat Marauders, even though we still don't have Madeline Pryor yet, and now we've already got a counter on the horizon for that team. After every use of this ability, after the first time, either gain 2 evade, apply 2 deflect to self and all allies, or revive a dead ally with 20% base health. What is that? They just like randomly threw that in. 100% bonus focus for this on War Offense, and cannot be dodged, countered, or blocked on War Offense. So this is really like, yeah, I mean, a lot of War Defense teams have deflect, they have defense up, some of them have speed up, and then she's going to use this her first turn. So this is going to flip all of those. She gets a whole lot of bonus focus for this attack. Yeah, this is one that's going to be really, really interesting. And then her passive Blood Sorcery applies Safeguard, Immunity, and Death Proof to the highest health A-Force ally. Applies Immunity and Death Proof to the lowest health ally. 50% bonus Drain, bonus Focus, 40% bonus focus for each A-Force ally, and 10% bonus max health per A-Force ally, and A-Force allies gain 10% bonus max health. Note, she gains 30% bonus max health through her passive, but A-Force allies only gain 10%. Of course, this works into all the reworks with these passes. Is a lot like Young Avengers too, where each character like gives a little bit of bonus max health to Young Avengers, and each A-Force ally gives a little bit of bonus max health to that team. And then here we go. We get to the reworks. Jessica Jones has a very nice improvement of armor, and we'll talk about that breakdown here in a bit. Her speed is now going to be at 113 speed. She was at 100 speed before. She's now at 113. So if you go back and look at this, so they are making her quite a bit faster, which is nice. So yeah, you know, faster speed's always good to have. Her basic has got a little bit of a rework here. It just generates 1 ability energy for random defender or A-Force ally or self that was not at full energy. So now it will be going to characters who are not at full energy, which is great. Her special, Shake It Off, now generates 1 ability energy for each defender or A-Force ally, generates 4 ability energy for random allies, which is great. Bury yourself and all A-Force allies with 20% of this character's max health. Bury your all other allies with 10% of this character's max health. Applies +1 defense up to a maximum of 3 for self and all A-Force allies, and apply immunity to self and all A-Force allies as well. Oh man, there's so much there. And looking at this, it makes me kind of wonder how this team would possibly do against Weapon X. I want to try. I don't think it's going to beat Weapon X, but I really, really want to try it. Her ultimate now still gets a 100,000% bonus focus, but now clears all positive effects on the primary and adjacent targets. So now 3 targets are getting all positive effects cleared. And then her passive, 10% bonus max health for herself and A-Force allies, 40% bonus armor for herself and A-Force allies. Defenders and A-Force allies gain 40% bonus resistance. And then on War Offense, on spawn, fill speed bar by 5%, plus 5% speed bar per A-Force ally. So what this means is that Jessica Jones is probably going to go first on the A-Force team. And what she may do, it's going to be interesting because you can make the argument for either using her ultimate or her special on that first turn. But if you know you're going to be fighting against a team that's going to do a lot of bad stuff at the beginning, use that special. Because you get that immunity, you get that defense up, you get that barrier, which is not bad. Who else was it? It was, yeah, and then like on spawn from Nico, you get that safeguard, immunity, and death proof to the highest health A-Force ally, and immunity and death proof to the lowest health ally. So, you know, some of your A-Force allies are going to be getting immunity, they're going to be getting safeguard, they're going to be getting death proof. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we use this. Yeah, it's going to be great. And then Captain Marvel, very nice boost to health and damage. A nice boost to armor, focus, and resist. Remember, she's also getting 4% bonus armor from Jessica Jones. And then on her, really her reworks just around her passive, which is fine. Like, we're going to talk about this a little bit here too. There's a lot of damage in Captain Marvel's kit now, or in her stats. Like, she's got a nice boost to damage, and her abilities have a high damage coefficient on them anyways. So yeah, she's going to be dealing a lot of damage. Now, while she's in binary, she clears all evades with the explosion at the end of her turns, and seems to deal, actually doesn't deal any more damage, same amount of damage, but clears evades, which is pretty much for Young Avengers. While in binary, if this character has 2 or more A-Force allies in war, this cannot be blocked or dodged. And then A-Force allies gain 10% bonus max health, and she gets 10% bonus max health as well. So she's not getting any reworks to her kit besides her passive, but if you go and look, I don't even have any T4s on her, but I mean, her ultimate deals 640% damage. Her Warbird deals 450% damage and clears positive effects. And then her basic can chain and deal some solid damage as well. So she's getting a rework to her damage here, and this is what we're going to talk about now, just so you guys can get an idea of what we're talking about here. Yeah, we're going to pull this all the way over. So we're going to look for Captain Marvel on here. So let's take a look. So her damage is sitting at 34,217 right now. And if we go and pull up the calculator for this, oh, nope, that was the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, pull up the monitor here, and I believe what was her, yeah, her, what was it? It was a 34 or 28% boost in damage here. So we're gonna look at her damage, 34,217, and we are going to increase that by 28%. So now she's sitting at 43,797, which takes her all the way up here to, like, look at this. Like, she's here in Black Bolt, America Chavez, Silver Surfer, Morbius. She's in this range of damage right here, which is really, really good. Also, she's a military character, so she's going to get additional damage, focus, health resistance, etc. from rune bonuses as well. So, yeah, she's going to be a little crazy here, and I don't believe we have any bonus damage. Like, military allies gain bonus max health and damage. We'll talk about that in another video here in the future, like some 5th members you can bring into A-Force, but yeah, if I'm looking at this, there's no bonus damage to A-Force here in their abilities, but you know, a nice boost in like resistance, armor, etc. Yeah, like there's some good stuff here, but no bonus damage, which is fine. They don't really need it. I think they're gonna tune this team so that it has plenty of damage on its own. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of this A-Force team? Are you excited for it like I am? Are you guys on it? Like I know war teams usually have people kind of meh. But I want to hear, what do you guys think this team will be doing? Like, do you think it's going to counter this Madeline Pryor Marauders team that we don't even have yet? Do you think it's going to beat Young Avengers? Do you think it's going to possibly beat Weapon X? Let me hear what you guys think down below. As always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.